Let's go see a movie.
Cool. What do you want to see?
Anything. As long as I'm with you.
Because I'm going to say it to you right here on my show. You were my high school crush. Like, growing up, we only could watch. My dad made sure that during the week, we only could watch 1 hour of TV. And so I saved my hour for Friday nights just so I can watch Family Matters. Not even just Family Matters, just so I can check out everyone's best friend, you. And I'm like, yo, like, I'm having a conversation with her? For real? What's going on, fam? It's your boy, Anthony Oneal, and welcome back to The Table, where right here at the table, we have a real, relatable, and relevant conversation. And today we have my big sister, my high school crush, Cherie Johnson from Family Matters, a hit sitcom on ABC. And she hit me up to have a conversation about a previous video that I posted about this woman who wouldn't go out on a second date with me because it wasn't within my budget. Yo, check this out. You guys know me. I budget. I budget every single month. At the end of the month, I always, list in my cash flow. Then I also put out what I have going out. Inside of my budget, because I am a single man and I'm dating for a purpose, for marriage, I do have a line item for dates. That line item is not a lot. I'm not going to give you the particular number, but it's not that much. So about a few months ago, I took this young lady out. We went out to dinner. She texted me. She says, hey, first date was cool, but can we go to this particular restaurant next weekend? I didn't respond because I wanted to go home and check my budget and make sure that, okay, I can afford it inside of my budget. So when I go home, I realized it's gonna take me over that particular line item in my budget for dating. So I asked myself, all right, do I tell her the truth? Like, I was thinking about just lying, y'all, to be real. I was gonna be like, can't go, I'm busy. But then you know what? The Holy Spirit said, no, don't lie. Show her the caliber of man that you are. So I sent her a text message that says, hey, unfortunately, I can take you out next weekend, but I can't take you to this particular restaurant because if I do, this would take me over my dating budget for the month. I would be more than happy to budget this in for next month if we are still dating. So I send it, and I got an iPhone. And then on the iPhone, y'all know how it happens. When they start typing, that big old bubble come up with a ... I'm thinking like, okay, cool, we good. Then the ... goes away, and nothing comes in. And I'm sitting there, I'm emotional, like, dang, did I just play myself? Dang, did she just play me? Y'all, she didn't text me for 2 months. She didn't return a phone call. She ain't do nothing. And I'm sitting here like, well, what the heck? How was she gonna sit here and say, you know what? I can't respond to that because a man's gonna stick to his budget. That's sad. Cherie, what's going on, sis? About a couple of weeks ago, you hit me up on IG.
Yes.
And you was, ripping and raving about one videos that I put out about how I got declined by a young lady to go out on another date because pretty much I budget.
Don't even say that you got declined. She declined herself.
But I did get declined, though, because she pretty much said, she didn't say nothing. Let's put it like that. When I told her, no, we can't go to the second date, only because I just wanted to budget it in for the next month, and I didn't have it budgeted in for this particular month, she was tripping. So on your show, I did your podcast, and for those of you who are watching right now, please go check out her podcast. We'll put the link below so you can check it out. But I went on your show, and we talked about it, but then you flipped it on me. You agreed with me when all the other females did not agree with me. They were like, yo, you probably should have said that a little bit better, or you probably should have approached it differently. So I got to ask you on the show. You're a successful woman, make good money. What should I have done differently from your perspective, if I should have done anything differently?
You shouldn't have done anything. Okay, so I hit Anthony up. Just so you guys know, I did not know Anthony before a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
But I hit him up because I had watched this video and I was pissed. First of all, if you ask somebody to go out on a date, the bill is yours, okay? I don't care who you are, male, female, whatever. So if it was me who would have said, hey, Anthony, I want to go to such and such restaurant. Can we go? This is like our second date. We've already been out before. The bill is mine, okay? So you
Wait. As a woman, if you ask me to go on a date, this is our second date, you're telling me that your thought process is, since I asked, I'm going to pay for it?
Yes. And you paid for our first date, right? So the least I could do is pick up the second tab. I want to see you again. Let this one be on me. But you told the young lady, not I don't want to go out with you, not I won't take you there because you don't deserve to go there. I can't take you now because I'm on a budget. but I can take you next month if that's okay. We can do something else. You didn't even say we can't go on a date till next month. You said we can do something else, but we just can't go there. I was mad at that heifer. I'm glad you didn't go out with that heifer no more, because that is not the one you need in your life. Yes, I called her a heifer. And if you are watching this and you want to talk to me personally, hit me up in my inbox, sister. I will call you. We can talk.
Listen. I'm thrown off here because I'm like, you're saying something that I've never heard before. I'm just being real. You know, the young ladies who I pursue, their philosophy is that the man is going to pay for anything. If we go out on a date, if she asks, if she suggests that the man should pay for everything, and I ain't gonna lie to you, sis. Like, you my sister, so I can say this. It kind of made me a little insecure because I'm like, not insecure, but it kind of made me feel bad. Like, wow, I told her I was on a budget. So I thought a budget would be like, yo, this is a good man. But she was like, this is a whack man. So
what we're going to do is we're going to shift your aura and shift out the energy that you give. You give good energy. You give provider energy, which is amazing and important. I was taught from my brothers that men have only a few jobs. Protect, provide, and profess.
Ooh, protect, provide, and profess.
And profess.
Okay.
You cover all three. Unfortunately, a lot of women they don't have a good example of what love is, okay? And provide to them means that you have to pay for everything. Provide does not have anything to do financially. Providing is providing security. Not that you have to go out and fight men for me, but even security for yourself, security for my feelings, security for my well-being, security for my mental health. And that's what a lot of these sisters are missing. So we're going to have to shift your energy. We're going to have you start manifesting and meditating on what it is that you truly want and get off of Instagram. Stop looking at them IG models. That's the problem.
Hold up, sis. I ain't looking for no IG models on IG. You know that. Come on, now.
Listen, can't be none of them IG models. We don't want no basketball wives. You know what I'm saying? We don't want no athlete girlfriends. We gonna shift, and I'm not saying that's what he's dating. I'm just teasing. Right. But I'm saying we gonna shift what it is that you really want. A lot of times we might ask for the physical sense, but we forget the inner sense that we want. Yeah. We gonna find inner beauty and outer beauty at the same time.
Yeah, I love
and somebody who really wants a deep connection, not somebody who just wants a bag or some shoes or to go to this restaurant and that restaurant. We're going to find somebody who has her own, because you need your equal. And it sounds like the ones that you've been dating is not your equal.
True.
Because if they were your equal, they're not worried about the restaurant or they're not worried about picking up the tab. Because they would do that.
Yo, listen.
They're looking for somebody to eat off of. That's not what you need.
Yep. Man, listen. Man, we can end the show right there. I mean, I'm feeling good. She's like, we're going to shift this energy right now.
We're going to shift this energy, and I'm on a mission because I'm going to be a part of this. I'm sorry, sisters, but I'm going to be all up in your business.
She already is. We're going to keep it right there. She already is.
I just want to know what their intentions are. And if their intentions are pure, my blessings.
So let me ask you this question. Should a woman, date or look for a man who is financially successful? And then I'm curious, from your perspective, what is financially successful? What does financial success to a man look like for you?
I think, first of all, women need to stop asking for things that they cannot provide themselves.
Okay.
Especially if they're going out looking for their equal.
Yeah.
For me, financial success means that my man can go to the ATM and get $20 anytime he wants. Notice I said $20. That he is working in an industry that makes him happy. Because all money is not good money. All jobs are not good jobs, regardless of what they pay. And that he's mentally healthy, happy, and sound, and he's still ambitious. Because a lot of people, no matter what they're doing, they might feel like they're at the height of their career, they get complacent. Complacency is not attractive, but somebody who's ambitious and always wants more, and it doesn't have to be more money, but just to expand themselves and to do more, to do all that they can do is attractive to me. So to me, that's financially successful. If you can pay your bills and you can get $20 out of the ATM after your bills are paid and you're doing what you love, you're successful.
Oh, I love it. So it's not about the amount of money a man makes. It's about, can he take care of himself? Is he providing for himself? Sis, I love it, because I think from reading all the comments from the video that I posted, some of the ladies was like, if he can't afford date number 2, then he can't afford date number 3. Or if everything is about being on a budget, if everything is about, what does your budget say? That means that he controls his money. If he controls his money like that, then he'll control his relationships like that. And I'm not a control guy, but I do believe in controlling and telling my money what to do and being consistent in that area. Because
But you didn't say we can't go on date number 2. You said, and they're misquoting you. You said, I can take you next month. But this month, I've allotted my budget so we can do something else. You didn't say you wouldn't take her to the beach. You didn't say that you couldn't go to the movies. You didn't say that you can Netflix and chill. You didn't say that she could come over and you would make her a beautiful dinner and you could have a nice talk and get to know each other. You didn't say none of that. And she wasn't open to any of that, because if it would have been my response, I would have said, hey, if you're comfortable, the bill is mine. Can we still go?
Now, what if your man would have said, I'm not comfortable with that? Because, some men watching right now be like, nah, I can't do that. No, I got to pay for it. So since I can't pay for it, we're not going. How would you respond to that, honestly?
I would have said that's not fair.
But why is it not fair?
Because I've been working for 38 years. I can buy you dinner if I want to buy you dinner. If I see you in my life, in the long run, if I can't feed you, then we have a problem.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you just now tuned in to the show, we're here at the table where we're having a real, relatable, and relevant conversation right here. And y'all, we have now my big sister, Cherie Johnson, everyone's favorite best friend on the show. Y'all listen, subscribe to this channel. Because y'all, you're missing out on some great content. And I'm going to link her information below to where you can check it out. But you said something there so solid that I think some men do have a problem with. I'm just going to be honest right here on the table. Like, some men are a little nervous of successful females like yourself. They get a little intimidated. You're a celebrity. You've been on everyone's favorite show and people follow you. And it's like, what would you say to that man right now watching this? And he's dating a woman, or he's interested in a woman that she makes more money than him. Encourage that brother right now. Like, what would you say to him to help him feel better? Or would you even say anything?
I would definitely tell him, brother, man, love that sister. Because let's keep it real. Financial woes, it's an elevator. We go up, we go down. We go up, we go down. Men marry women that bring them stability. So if she can bring you stability, not only in love, but also financially, hold on to her. She will definitely uplift you to where she is. Men make 10 times more money when they're married than they do when they're single.
That's good. So let's go back to the past. Let's go back to the past. You said something on your show that I love. Like, I want to talk about money now. Let's go, because you've made some money from your career, and on your show, me, you, and your co-host, who I wish he was on the show, because him and I would just go back and forth. I love that guy.
Amazing.
Yeah, I love Courtney. So I'm all about no debt, stacking your cash, building wealth. Well, you and I talked about having an IRA, a Roth IRA. When did you first get your first one?
I believe I was 8 years old.
8 years old?
Yes.
Who, how, and why did you start? Was that your mother, father, a mentor?
No. Singer Burt and Company is a money management firm who basically took me on as a client. My uncle was a client, my aunt was a client, and my mom was a young teenage mother who didn't really know much about money. So actually, my aunt Deborah is the one who sat down with the financial advisors and kind of put my money into place. And they are Singer Birkin Company. Sandy Singer is his name. He's the reason why I'm not broke today.
8 years old. So then you said something on the show. We was talking about how cars. I don't finance cars. I have in the past, but you've never financed a car?
No, my first car was a gift. And then after my first car, I paid for my car's cash. If I couldn't afford it, I couldn't have it. People made fun of me because I was taught you drive a dependable car. I live in LA. I put 100 miles on my car every day. So I needed a car that was going to be low maintenance, that was going to run for a long time. So my dependable car was a Toyota Camry. Wow. I did get the top of the line at the time, which was the XLE, and I was very excited about it.
You driving a Toyota, though?
Yeah, a Toyota, which lasts 13 years. I joked, and I said I was going to drive it till the doors fell off, or the wheels fell off, and the door actually fell off. The spring came out the door. And then one time, this is no joke. So I have a really good friend. My brother works for Aftermath.
Okay.
Dre said, "Do you know your car is smoking?" And I said, "Oh, it only does it for the first 3 miles." And he said, "No, fool. After 3 miles, when you get on the freeway, you don't see the smoke anymore. Your car is smoking." But this is 13 years in, man. The miles have turned over. Long story short, I needed a catalytic converter. And so I went from a Toyota Camry and went and bought a Nissan 350Z.
Nissan 350Z. But
I love that car.
Absolutely. And it's like, and it's so funny because when you think of actors and actresses, I mean, y'all pretty much have the latest and the greatest stuff as far as in cars, your Bentleys, your Rolls Royce. And there's nothing against that because one day I pray I can pay cash for a very nice, high-end car like that. But to hear you in your prime, you're like, no, I'm going to pay cash for it, and I'm going to pay cash for a Toyota, for a Nissan. I got to ask you this question. Like, what made you become such a good steward with your money at a young age in your prime times?
I'm from the projects, and I don't want to go back.
Yeah.
I'm proud of where I'm from. I'm from a small town called Duquesne in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I love y'all. Shots out. They support me with everything that I do. They will be watching this show, but I ain't trying to live there no more.
Wow.
They be shooting, and I'm getting old. I can't run from them bullets. So my uncle always said, you drive a decent car that's dependable, but you buy the best house on the street that you can afford. So I put my money in real estate.
I like what your uncle said. You buy the best house, and he ended it with one that you can afford.
Yes.
Not live above your means, one that you can afford.
One you can afford. He said you pay your mortgage down, you stay in that house about 10 years.
Yeah.
Hopefully you've gained more financial wealth. You sell that home, you move into a bigger one or a nicer one on a different street, and you sit on that one for 10 years and let it accumulate some money, and you do the same thing over and over again.
I love it. I love it. No, I really do love it. Y'all, if you just now tuned into the show, man, I'm telling you right now, this is where we have the real, relatable, and relevant conversation, and we're having a real conversation with one of the realest sisters I know, Cherie Johnson, man. So I want to ask you something. What is one thing you've learned, maybe from a book, maybe from your past, that has helped you become a better actor, a better mom, you have a beautiful child, or just maybe a better person? Like, what is one thing you've learned that you can share with us that will help us to also grow our minds?
You know what? One thing that I really learned was manifestation. I had no clue what manifestation was. I had no clue what the secret was. I was sat down by a very good friend, a very good mentor, and he told me, anything that you can visualize yourself with, you can have. If you want it, that's great. But if you can't visualize yourself with it, it ain't yours.
Yeah.
And I sat down and I thought about it. Wow, I visualized myself when I went on the audition for Punky Brewster, being Punky's best friend. I visualized myself playing Maxine. I visualized myself having a daughter for 25 years. I said I wanted one kid that looks just like me and acts just like me. And I don't know if I should have said all that. But I got exactly that.
Wow.
So I truly believe, I said I wanted a Ferrari too. And I hadn't gotten it yet because I never visualized myself with it. It was just like a joke. You know, I like to play, ooh, that's my car. But watch out because I kind of see myself in it now.
Yo, manifestation. I too do that. That's one thing I've learned about myself is that I have to actually start speaking more positive to myself and about myself in the privacy when it's just me. I'm my biggest critic. I talk negative to myself sometimes. I have to stop that and really just start saying, you know what, Anthony, speak what you seek. You know, I desire a wife. Some people get tired of me hearing that, but I don't care. I'm speaking what I seek. I desire to be, you know, a father one day. I desire to be the number one speaker when it comes to finances, getting out of debt, building wealth, and really taking control. So I'm learning to speak more and more and more of that. So when I hear you say that, it just echoes something that's inside of me that, like, yo, you gotta start whatever you vision, whatever you can see, you can do it, and speak that. Don't speak nothing else. So, yo, I love
You know
it.
what, little brother? You are making me have flashbacks of myself, a younger self. And I will honestly say that you're going to get that wife, but you're not going to get it until you're ready. And those bad dates with like the one with that heifer, that is just going to make you appreciate your wife even more. I had a plethora of bad dates. I'm the bad date queen. I wrote a book about my bad dates. It's called Stupid Guy Diaries. It's available on Amazon now.
Lord have mercy. That's why you my sister. Yo, you keep it so real, man. Listen. Yo, I love it. Yo, so at the end of the show, we always do a fun segment. Okay, we do a fun segment to where my producer Connor asks us a question. And so he did some research about you, and I think we have like a fun question. You have to either do like a would you rather. So you have to choose only one. You can't choose two, and you can't change the scenario.
Wait, I can only choose. Okay.
This one's fun because I actually have 3 options.
3?
Yeah. Yep, 3 options. So, Cherie, what's cool about this is the viewers at home will be able to vote too. So you'll be able to go back and see like if the majority voted with you or against you. There's no right or wrong answers. It's basically like what Anthony said, a would you rather question. Except we twist it in our own way by like, would you rather save money by doing this or doing this? So here is the question. Would you rather save money by A, either having to travel on a plane, but in the cargo area where they put the suitcases, having to travel B, on a train, but in the engine room, or C, having to train by boat, but in the bottom of the boat?
Oh, I'm gonna pick the cargo. I'm just gonna be back there with luggage hidden.
In the airplane?
Yes.
Down with the dogs and the suitcases?
Yes. I'm not smelling no engines, and I'm scared of boats.
Yeah, I gotta go ahead. Yeah. And
I'm
plus,
not
too, a
getting
plane
a boat.
is faster.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, the boat, I'm gonna be on there for days. The train,
it's too
hours. Too many stops on the train.
I'm sorry. From what I've been told, my history, my people don't have good luck on no boats.
Hey, well, to be honest, I've always wanted, ever since I watched Toy Story, I've always wanted to ride one of those little conveyor belts that the suitcases ride on. You know what I'm talking about? The suitcases in the airport, they come out of the airplane, they're riding the conveyor belts. Like, I've always wanted to see where those go. I'm not going to lie. Like, as an adult, I still want to climb on one of those conveyor belts and, like, go through the little...
I wonder if they would give you a tour of the airport.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We should ask that next time. Can we ride on this conveyor belt?
That would be actually pretty unique, bro. That's a good video.
I set the alarm off as a kid one time trying to get on there, though. Scared. I have PTSD from it.
Bro, listen, man. I'm with you, bro. Oh, Jared, this has been absolutely fun. I have a 30-minute show, but I could talk to you for hours and hours and hours and have a blast. But before we go, where can we find more information about you for the people who are watching? Podcasts, TV, like what's going on?
Yes, please check out Cherie's World Podcast. We got Mr. Anthony Oneal's going to be in the house. You can find us on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube.
Uh-oh. YouTube.
We're everywhere. You can also catch me on IG or Twitter or even Facebook at Cherie Johnson 75. If 75's not there, it ain't me.
And she got that blue check mark. Don't get it twisted. Wow, man, another great episode with Cherie Johnson, man. She dropped a lot of real stuff. And I love that because here at the table, that's our main focus, is to keep it real, relevant, and relatable. And so the key thing that I think we all can take away from when it comes to this, when you're dating, you shouldn't be dating because of the amount of money the opposite person has. All right, you should be dating with the intent for marriage. You should be dating someone that will help grow you, that can bring some stability in y'all's future life, someone that you can dream with and manifest things with. And so I want to thank my big sis for coming on. We just literally met a few weeks ago, and she has already become someone close. We laugh a lot. And so check her out. We're going to put her information below. Support her sitcom that's coming out. And y'all, I'm going to see you on the next show. Peace out.